You are now listening to or watching the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, and if you aren't, you can head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to us now, or head on over to Drib on YouTube and watch the video version as well.
And if you'd like to stay up to date on when we're releasing a new episode or any other fun information about the podcast, you can give us a follow on Instagram at It Takes All Kinds Podcast and on Twitter at ITAC Podcast. That's ITAK Podcast.
Without saying much else, we hope you enjoy this episode.
This is the slow motion episode of the podcast.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
I think it's your turn, the intro.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
No dick. Spit. 21. Guys, welcome to the 43rd episode of the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Hello, welcome to episode 42,
Three.
3 of today's podcast, It Takes All Kinds.
It's the four.
It's number 43.
What day is it?
Damn
it.
We are recording on Tuesday, December 28th, 2021, and you will be hearing this on New Year's Eve,
Going out to eat.
Christmas Eve.
Do you want to know what I'm doing on New Year's Eve?
Well, yeah, what are you doing?
Going out to eat.
Interrupted my bit, dude.
Going out to eat.
That's what I'm doing. That's too funny, dude. Merry Christmas, Gavin. Let's do another Christmas episode while we're here. Now I feel like I need to go up. Now I feel like the levels are all over the place. Hello? Play the Among Us slow down. It's not Among Us. That's so weird.
Drop dead, you assholes.
What'd you get for Christmas, Gavin? It's Christmas. It's after Christmas. It's New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve, and I heard fireworks going off on Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's Afghanistan, so it makes sense.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Midwest, also known as that
Chadganistan.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, it's where all the Chads live.
Yep.
Chadganistan.
Chazganistan. It's the best place in the summer.
I love that. I love that place.
It's so great. What'd you get for Christmas?
My name is Jeff.
What'd you get for Christmas?
What you know what I did get for Christmas? I got a bed frame from my mom.
Bed frame and beyond?
Bed frame and beyond. And I also got some socks.
Oh, yeah? What kind of socks?
Some from J. Crew.
Oh. What does that stand for? J. Crew.
Justice Crew.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the superheroes, but they call them the Justice Crew.
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Well, who's in the Justice Crew? Spider-Man?
No.
Bam.
Man Super.
Man Bun.
Tab Man.
Man Bun.
Yeah. Tab Man.
Walfern.
Uh-huh.
Wafflin. Green one.
Thunder.
There's the green one.
Yeah. Green light.
Red light.
Yeah.
And-
The green light.
And Super Dog.
Uh-huh. The dog.
Pants.
Spider pants. Spider pants. Spider pants.
Is that Spider?
Sandy. I also got a flannel
Mm-hmm.
and $100.
Nice. Where'd you get the $100 from?
My Grammy.
Oh, Grammy.
Yeah.
Sean give you anything?
No.
Piece of shit.
But I told him I'd buy, I think, half of his next tattoo if he gets one.
Oh, cool.
If he wants one.
didn't realize. When did he get the thigh one? I don't remember.
Oh no, it was the. I'm not allowed to say. And that's the end of the story. No, honestly, he got it.
Was I not supposed to say that?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Everybody knows he has it. He just got
I
it
didn't.
whenever he was supposed to be doing something else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So that was a while ago then.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know.
It was like in the. It was in the fall.
maybe I just never saw it because I
I-
never am
I
around
went to
him
the
with
game.
shorts on.
I went to like a scrimmage. Went to a scrimmage on a Saturday, and he had gotten it on a Friday. And I was
Okay.
and I was like, "Let me see the new tat." And he's like, "Dude." He's like, "You can't say anything about it."
Not
And I'm like,
here.
"Yeah, that's literally what he said." And I was like, he was like, "You fucking idiot." I'm like, "I didn't know. I've literally been in college. You didn't tell me you
You're
gotta
supposed to know that.
Yeah. So, so I told him I'd get that. I got my sister a flannel and some grippy socks, and I said she can have a grippy sock staycation.
Does she have falling issues?
No. It's just,
She
people
Does she have fall risk
people who go to hospitals,
or fall risk,
yeah, or people our age go to the psych ward.
or does she go to
She goes to the psych ward.
No.
Yeah.
Does she go to the jumping place a lot?
Bunk and jump.
Yeah, bunga jump. Because you gotta wear
no.
grippy socks.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you're a fall risk.
And then
I was a fall risk. My ex girlfriend who's blonde, she's a fall risk because she loves pumpkin spice.
and then I gave my dad a Browns beanie with a little poofy.
Does she like the Browns?
I made him.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean like
You
we
like the
started.
Browns?
Yeah, we started watching the Browns a couple years ago. We bandwagoned.
Right? Oh, bandwagon.
Yeah, well, also because no NFL teams. My dad was like, I'm deciding to cheer for the Browns, the Bills, and the Lions.
Okay.
And so I have Bills stuff. He's got
To each
Browns
his their
stuff.
own.
Yeah, and
Why not
I-
the Chiefs?
because why not the Chiefs?
The Chiefs are the best.
No, it's just that would be
Best
the
in the
ultimate
West.
bandwagon. Now,
But they're in our state.
no, they're not.
You got me. You're right. I'm
Yeah,
not a
no,
football guy.
no. I think it's just the fans that tore him apart.
What's wrong with Chiefs fans?
What isn't wrong with Chiefs fans? What?
I don't know. I'm
Don't even get me
asking.
started.
All right. My brother's a Chiefs fan. So is my mom. It's my mom.
Don't get me started.
All right. Moving on. So that was what you got for Christmas.
Yep.
Nice.
That's it. Yep. Oh, and I bought myself an Xbox.
Yeah, but that was like a pre-Christmas.
It was on
A
Christmas. Eve.
pre-Christmas is when you're hanging out with a hot girl. And
Yeah.
premature
Christmas.
Christmas.
Uh-huh.
That's when everybody was listening to that Madonna album.
Premature Christmas, my baby,
my-
my heart.
In my Gap pants. That's cool.
Don't think I got anything else.
Nice. You want to know what I got?
Not really.
All right.
All right, moving on. No, what'd you
Moving on. I got this laptop right here. New laptop debuting on this episode. I'm using trackpad. A little bit smaller, a little bit not lighter, just not so airy.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
I haven't really been able to use it much right now. Hopefully tomorrow. The hub is supposed to come tomorrow, so hopefully starting tomorrow I'll be able to transition to using it fully. So I don't know exactly what I want to do with that laptop yet. I think I'll use it for something else.
Backup.
Porn.
You could
Backup
use it,
porn.
You could use it just for storage.
Probably, because it still works fine. It's just slow and it's just kind of it's a bit outdated now, and I just needed a new horse. So I got my new horse here.
New
named
steed.
Bestie.
Bestie.
It's like Betsy, but it's spelled wrong. So I got that. That was the main thing. I got a bunch of cooking things. Oh, I got an air. You see the air fryer?
No, I didn't see the air fryer, but I did see you got a cast iron skillet.
I did. I got a cast iron griddle pan, so it's
And
got
it's-
little grill marks on it.
So whenever you definitely will cook sausages in the morning.
I love a good sausage in the
Look,
morning.
breakfast sausage.
Chill breakfast sausage. I'm having issues with it though, because I don't know what your knowledge is of cast iron skillets.
Clearly, I know how to work cast iron skillets
You're right. I've seen you work one.
and air fryers, and I know my way around the kitchen. Let me just put it that way. I don't know if you guys saw the
I never-
Christmas episode or the episode before Christmas episode
Mhm.
where we made.
Yeah,
I know my way around the kitchen.
you do. You know how to boil Dr. Pepper and make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's what I was gonna say.
Bruh.
Can't do it.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
The
Bruh.
dogs again.
Bruh.
The dogs.
Oh,
Oh, that- yeah, so I'm having issues with it though, because I don't know what your knowledge is of cast iron skillets, but you have to season a cast iron skillet with salt, pepper. No, you have to like oil it and then like bake it, and you have to do that multiple times to like build up like a layer of oil into the actual cast iron.
so how are you having problems with that?
Well, because I've never done
Have you
that
tried calling a
before.
skillet doctor?
No, Dr. Skillet.
Yeah,
Um,
they know their way around a skillet.
trust me,
I know a guy,
I know a skillet
and
guy.
his name's Doctor.
Could I borrow your skillet guy?
Yeah.
Could you give me his
Yeah,
number?
I'll hook you up.
You got your Rolodex on you, right?
Mhm.
My dad has a Rolodex.
You know, I saw someone at the hospital had one like
Wow.
in like the operating area, like where they have surgeries and stuff. There was someone with they have a Rolodex sitting right on the desk, and I'm
But
like,
it's filled with teeth.
it might be
Yeah.
or bones.
My dad's is from like 1980. It's so old.
It's so old. People from 1980 and things from
People
1980 old.
People from the 80s are old.
Yeah. Like, shut up.
So I'm having issues with it because I've never done that before, and I put too much oil on this first round, so I'm having to like bake it probably a few times to get the stickiness to go away. And I don't know when I'm gonna use it yet, because I really wanted one, and now I'm like, do I really need this? But I'll use it for sure.
Yeah.
I just got to figure out what to, because I don't have a barbecue grill, and I won't get one because I don't.
You're not
care.
allowed to.
Not allowed to, even though almost everybody here has one.
You know, I took
which
a
is
look around
Weird situation.
one day, and I was like,
Yeah, literally everybody does.
but they have a
Um,
fire. You can have a fireplace.
Yeah, exactly. Which is like way more dangerous than a barbecue grill.
You got to clean your flume.
Gotta clean my flute. I hired a chimney screeper. He came and ungunked
Jim. You know, Mary Poppins,
Perry Noppins. So
Detective Sherlock Holmes, maybe.
maybe, yeah. So I got a bunch of cooking stuff. I got like a bunch of like casserole fans. Got a loaf tin.
No, you didn't.
I did. Can make a meatloaf. Can make a mean meatloaf.
He knows his way around a meatloaf. I know a meatloaf guy.
I got a meatloaf guy, Dr. Loaf. And then I got
Meatloaf.
Underwear.
Yeah, I had to put together my bed frame
I
yesterday.
had to put my dog down.
No, you didn't.
That's true.
Um,
You had to put you got a bed frame. You had to put it together.
yeah, and so it got really hot in my room because I'm moving around. And so yeah, I was moving around and I put together like the frame, and then you have to put in all these supports, and like it's more of like a friction support, more of like a less of like a screw in thing, and like you just push it in.
Yeah, that's how mine was too. And Johnny had put like 20 of them together, so he like literally put it together in like 5 seconds. It was fun.
Yeah, that was an experience because I had to basically clear out my room of like all like
Oh shit.
yeah, because I have a really small room. It's smaller than this room.
Prove it.
And okay. And so I moved everything out, and I was like, all right, I gotta open up a window. I'm really hot. So I opened up my window, but I left the blinds open because I'm like, you know, who's gonna be looking in?
Yeah.
But then I realized that being the only the way our apartment faces, it's like you
Mhm.
can see people on the street too sometimes, and like people
Yeah.
up in theirs. There's another apartment building across the street, and
Mhm.
yeah. So anyway, I was like the only. I'm pretty sure our apartment was the only one with lights on that side of the building because like nobody else was home yet because it was like 5:00.
Okay.
And so I was pretty much standing out like a sore thumb. And
Yeah.
I'm like looking outside, and there's this guy. There's a car parked, and then someone pulled up behind this car, and I'm like, oh, there must be some kind of dispute going on. But no, I think it was just someone had to get their tire fixed or something like that. But he was watching me like step on each rung. And like put my hands on the ceiling to like push myself down
You're
and
just
get
like,
more
"Come on!"
leverage.
Boom.
Yeah, and like I'm like jumping and stuff like that, and there were a couple of people like walking by. Like I was like I looked out the window and I'm like, there were people that were just like,
This is the whole crowd
yeah,
just kind of pointing.
yeah,
You're
and
just,
I'm-
fuck. Come on. You
God.
just hear.
Yeah, and I feel bad for my downstairs neighbors because I kept dropping just everything on
Oh,
the floor.
I'm sure that was loud.
But
What
I don't
time
even-
of the night did you do it?
Well, like I said, like 5:00.
Oh, that's not late.
I just strained every
Oh.
muscle in my body.
And you live streamed it on Twitch.
I did. You can follow me on Twitch at
That should be I should tell my brother to invest in that. Like, have a Twitch channel of like building things. I feel like people would watch.
What's your brother do?
Logan kind of does. Not to blast his ass out there, but he kind of does like construction stuff now. Actually,
Really?
yeah, graphic designer turned carpenter, pretty much. Like, not even joking.
I mean, I don't blame him. Let me put it this way: there's always money in the banana stand.
Amen. No, he realized how much he hates like an office job, and so he just like
And that's
started,
what all you would do as a graphic designer, really.
That's I mean,
in today's modern world, unless you're at like an art studio, like Foundry
I mean,
Arts kind of thing.
yeah, pretty much. Like like you can be contracted out. It's just a lot of work, like trying to find people to hire you. I mean, it's the same with like any creative field. Like,
Freelancing.
yeah,
It's like freelance.
Yeah, and it's hard, and it's not for everybody. So he started like picking up like
I don't blame him
Weird.
for switching because graphic design
Yeah.
was a fucking terrible decision.
dead end job.
Dead in the water.
No, and he still loves doing all that
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
but he
It's-
still does do graphic design.
It's become
stuff, but
more of a hobby and less of a job.
pretty much, yeah. Like
Which
he,
I like
so-
it better. That I like it. That's why I didn't do music or
Yeah.
theater.
Yeah, so he started picking up through these apps like jobs of like building IKEA furniture and stuff like that because he really liked building IKEA furniture for some reason. So he started doing that. and,
Everything
like,
just worked.
yeah, and then some guy was like, "Hey, do you need more work?" He's like, "I have a construction company."
And you
So-
build these IKEA sets perfectly,
And he
dude.
would build on fucking that job he was like moving that guy's treadmill. Like he had to take it apart, move it to another room, and the guy's like, "Hey, you did that really good. You want a job?" So now he like kind of contracted out by construction companies.
That's
to
cool.
do like carpentry type stuff.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so that's
Hey, shouts out to Logan.
Just out loud. I feel like
I feel like
what's going on?
No,
Okay.
I fixed it.
I think that was pretty much it that I got for Christmas. The one thing though,
That's it. That's all I got for Christmas.
that's it. It was fucked up. I cannot fucking believe it. The one thing I got from a lot of like,
holy shit.
sorry to just say it. The one thing I got from a lot of family members is I asked for Best Buy gift cards.
For what?
That's what I want to say. I am going to buy a new TV, so I don't have a baby's TV out there. I'm gonna get a big boy's TV.
And what are you gonna watch on it? Nothing. Because you don't even use it now. You fucking idiot. What a waste. Why don't you just tell everybody to donate to your fucking GoFundMe to buy a fucking TV? You idiot. God, what a waste. And I bet they had to make a trip to fucking Best Buy too. Or go to Walmart or Target where they sell those gift cards. What a waste, Carson.
You can order them online too.
Just kidding, guys. you
Yeah.
need it. You need help. You are nuts. You are crazy, and you need help. You need to cut off all your friends and only talk to me.
That one got me. You cut off all your friends. I'm your only friend now. Yeah, funny joke. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a big TV, but I'm not really.
I can help you with that. I'm not kidding.
What do you mean?
I know. I honestly know my way around a TV.
That's definitely the name of the episode. I know my way around a TV.
I know my way around things.
What do you mean you know your way around a TV?
I know what you could be looking for. What's a
Really?
good What's a good
Do you
price
really?
or like screen quality?
Oh,
Welcome back to the show.
you know, Scream 5's coming out soon. It's coming out next month.
Baba Booey.
Fuck, dude. No, that's good. Actually, that would really help because I need to know what to get.
And I sent you plenty of stuff about your fucking laptop. And you didn't read a single one of them. I tried helping you out there, and you were just.
You did help me out. I
I-
just didn't.
I just didn't appreciate it.
I just didn't look at the articles.
Oh
that you
yeah,
sent.
I forgot to, and I also wanted to mention this on the show. Carson, I am sorry, but I'm gonna have to revoke your Xbox privileges. I realized that. Yeah, I know.
You're just telling me this now on the show for the first time.
Ever.
You're just
Yeah.
telling me this live on the show for the first time.
I'm sorry, Carson.
Let's talk about that because that's why I was buying a new TV. Guess I'm not anymore. Take my dick. Take back the Best Buy gift cards.
You going off the
Let's just not even talk about that.
Yeah, so I had to so I mentioned at Christmas that, now that I have my new Xbox, my Series X, the refrigerator version,
Mini fridge.
not the mini fridge.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm just kidding, it is the mini fridge.
There we go.
And I told my dad, I'm like, I think I'm gonna give my Xbox to Carson.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it's not really your Xbox to give away, is it? And I'm like, no, yeah, you're right. Because he bought it.
Yeah.
He bought
which
both
I
of
didn't
those.
know
Yeah,
previously.
I forgot. I honestly have forgotten because it's been like 8 years. So
Yeah.
he obviously he remembered. So I think my dad's definitely going to use it. I know
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
But I told him, I was like, I'm going to use a 2 terabyte SSD
Yeah.
because I can still use it. It's just slower.
Oh, well, that's good.
It's just slower than like the storage of the Series X. So
It probably costs like close to $100 to buy another one. I'm sure.
well, for the official Xbox like storage expansion card,
Mm-hmm.
2 terabytes, $250 because it's supposed
Holy
to be that
shit.
that quote, and I'm major quoting this here,
Yeah.
that much faster, and they make it that much better, and
Can you buy like one of those?
yeah,
for it?
that's what I have for it.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
so I had like 3 terabytes on my original Xbox,
Nice.
and I have 3 terabytes now on this one. So, but again, I really don't care, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all like the games that are supposed to be like Series X enhanced on the internal hard drive where it's supposed to be faster, and then the games that are like Fallout or like throwback games
No,
or reverse
yeah.
compatible games. Yeah, they have those. They go all the way back to the original Xbox.
What is a reverse cowboy?
No, reverse compatibility.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard that way differently.
Yeah, reverse compatibility.
I heard reverse cowboy, and I said, and my eyes lit up.
Yeah,
Now I asked you this on the phone. I'm gonna
favorite
ask you-
position.
Yeah, exactly. Reverse
First come, first serve.
First caramel. I asked you this on the phone. I'm gonna ask you again on the show. What is different? Is there anything different, noticeably, from this
So
one to that one
and-
now, Xbox wise?
so their marketing team is really good, because so it can obviously support better it obviously supports better graphics,
Obviously.
but like that's honestly a selling point for someone where
Yeah, I get that.
I had played on that Xbox for 8 years since literally 2013, and then my roommate Dylan, shouts out Stillins, he got an Xbox Series X way before me. He got it in like March or something like that.
What? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he's had one. So as soon as I started playing on it, I was like, "Holy shit, I need this."
How did he get one so early?
He was just on Twitter and follows this guy who like drops or like
Holy
tweets
shit.
drops and stuff like that, and he just got one really.
That's
early.
insane. I didn't even know that.
It was like completely random. It was just like I just was scrolling Twitter and then I saw
Mhm.
this first thing, and so we clicked on it and got one. Got it from I'm pretty sure Walmart, and that's where I got mine too.
Mm.
But now I have an app that tells me where drops are. So,
Gavin's gonna start reselling them.
yeah, I'm gonna start reselling.
Contribute
them
to
now.
the problem.
Yeah. So anyway, it's really just faster in a sense that the game, like the splash screen, like whenever you click on a game or whenever you click on a Twitter, for example, you just see that blue bird.
Mhm.
That time between just like the game's title screen and then getting into the game is way shorter. Like it would take upwards of like 7 or 8 minutes to load up Forza Horizon, which is a really like intensive racing game for the graphics card.
Yeah.
But it only takes like a minute now.
Wow.
On my Xbox, and
is that because it's all
it's new
within the system?
Yeah, it's all within.
Because there is no port to put games in, right?
No, there is. It's discs.
Oh, there is.
Yeah. No.
Oh, because the PlayStation's the one
it's
where
just,
you can buy.
It's just like the graphics card and like being and like the RAM and graphics and pulling all
the
this other energy.
PlayStation has 2 versions where you can buy
Yeah.
one where it's okay.
Yeah, and
That's what I'm thinking of.
And there's another version called the Series S, and I've seen that. And basically, it's like less storage, less powerful. It's just a marginal upgrade from the Xbox Series or Xbox
One.
original. Yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah, it's faster and it plays a lot better. The controller, they came with a controller. It's a little bit smaller, and I like it. Fits my hand.
Oh,
a
that's
little bit
cool.
better. Yeah, it fits my hand.
Did it come with a controller?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and there's no like big box that came. Like there's a box about this big, that it's like the power supply box.
Oh, like that is like part of the cord.
Yeah, that's part of the cord. Yeah,
Mm.
that came with the original Xbox One.
Yeah.
And now with the Series X, it's all internalized, so it's just literally 2 cords and a box.
Nice.
that
That's
I pack.
awesome. Because I hate when things have like those
it's-
huge power
Yeah,
packs.
and that's exactly that's another selling point for me because I had to pack, the HDMI cord, the cord that plugs into the power brick to plug into the to the outlet, and then into the Xbox, and the HDMI, and again like the HDMI cord,
Surge protector.
yeah, surge protector, because there's fucking 4 ports on it,
Yeah.
But
Now it has a built-in surge protector.
and now it has a built-in surge protector.
And a refrigerator.
The startup's faster, and you can switch games really quick because there's this thing, and this is what I mean by the marketing team's really good. They have a quick resume where, okay, I started up 2K, and I'm like, all right, I'm done playing 2K, and I go start up Forza Horizons again, the racing game, and it'll jump me into the game where I left off.
Oh, nice.
Not having to load up the game all over again.
Yeah.
If it just depending on how recently I played it, like you can turn off the Xbox and then turn it back on, and it will take and talk, go into the game that you recently played, and it will take you right back to where you were.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's really cool, and that's really great because my little ADHD brain like constantly wants to be doing something else. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I got bored with this. All right, I'm moving on. So like I was like basically kind of testing to see how fast I get, because I think it's 3 games that you can run in the background with like all the RAM that it has or whatever, so.
That'd be a good. I will never buy one, but that'd be a good selling point for me because like I get bored very easily.
Yeah, I
of
was literally
games.
playing.
That's why I don't play video games.
Yeah, I got done playing got done playing 2K, and I was like, let me go play Call of Duty, and it was just
Yeah.
like, all right, back to the start.
Right
screen.
into it.
Yeah.
See, that would be a decent selling point for me. But yeah, so not like no massive differences.
And it's the exact same home screen experience as it was on the Xbox One.
Okay.
So it's
So it
literally looks exactly
yeah,
the same.
It's mostly for like Xbox nerds who just want to upgrade.
Yeah.
Because there's no new thing.
And there's this one guy I follow on Twitter who's a 2K YouTuber, ironically enough, and he says that there's really no point for people to get the next gen stuff unless you're unless you're like a streamer or like a content creator, because really is no point, because there's
Yeah.
not that many games out that support the
Mhm.
the better graphics and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite, it's supported on it on like a better looking
Yeah.
graphics, but yeah, it's
Have you played Fortnite on the new?
Yes, actually, Sean played Halo and Fortnite on it, and it's 60 FPS too, which is really nice. And frames per second.
Yeah. No,
It's really smooth. It's very.
I get about
very smooth.
6
Yeah, it's.
on that one when
yeah.
I played Fortnite.
I kind of want to see the gaming power of that.
Yeah, I might try and like load up TF2 or something at
yeah,
some
just
point
to see.
just
but,
to try it out.
yeah, I think that's really about it. But I've enjoyed it so far, and even the older games play a lot better now because like I've been playing Fallout New Vegas recently, and it's like it's kind of nuts how smooth it looks. It looks really good and it looks unnaturally smooth. I'm sure there is a way to turn it off so you can just go back to 30 FPS for older games,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. It still feels really good, and the loading times, which were always kind of a big hit for me, a big huge miss for me in
Mhm.
Fallout New Vegas, are like nothing now. I literally can load back and forth into a room really quick now.
Wow.
Like I can just go click, 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 click back before, but without loading or like having to like wait for it to, or like a little loading thing down at the
Mhm.
bottom. It just goes back and forth now. It's really neat.
Nice. I'm just now, while we were talking about that, I was thinking about, I haven't seen what the camera looks like on this, and it's really good. It's a very good camera on here. Anyways, just had to look at that. Yeah,
It's got Face ID on there, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. It just has a
finger
notch.
touch.
Just has a notch that looks like it could have
Oh, yeah.
finger.
Careful.
Careful.
No, that's how I feel though about this baby child, is that like I needed the upgrade because that one was shitting out. But if that one wasn't shitting out, I would have kept going with that. Like I
Right.
didn't need this upgrade. It's not a ton different. I mean, there's cool like minute things that are fun and cool about it. I'm just happy it's faster and it'll work better
Right.
once I actually use it for stuff like that.
Right. And I'm excited to hear how it goes for you.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm excited to see, like, especially editing. I'm really excited to see how that goes.
Zoom calls.
Zoom calls. Hopefully I can do things while I'm in a Zoom call without my computer fucking crashing. Sorry. Really, just that's all I care about. As long as I can do things during a Zoom call and edit quickly and watch things back without any lag and be hooked up to the monitor and it looks good and runs fast with a second monitor. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Hopefully I get that thing in tomorrow, if not
I
soon.
will say that that will still not be as smooth as this.
Oh,
It's
for
just
sure.
Different refresh rates.
Yeah. And that one's, the resolution on that one's not as
Oh,
good.
that too.
Because I think this is, like we talked about, almost
Almost
kind of
4K.
4K.
Yeah.
And that one's still like 1080p.
It might be 2K or something like that.
I think,
there's a
yeah,
thing.
it's like, yeah, it's around like 2K. Still better than anything else, even though I use that monitor for like looking at, but I'll pull things down here if I need to. Anyways, boring stuff. Yeah, so I'm not getting an Xbox anymore. Honestly, not that big of a deal. It would have been fun, obviously, but like when you told me that, I was like, that's perfectly fine. I don't.
Yeah, I was
don't
like,
need
unless
it.
you want to buy it.
I was like, nope, no, thank you. $20. Yeah, I was like,
Because
nah.
that mug's dusty.
Yeah, I don't.
You might honestly be able to get like not the Series X, but there was like
The S.
it's like the Xbox One X. And
Yeah.
that one has like 4K capability and 60 FPS
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, if I like, not even making a joke here, but if I just have like money to spend, I will buy
Yeah.
one pretty much. Like if I'm able to.
Because there are a lot, like Halo and Fortnite are both free. They're literally free games.
Mm-hmm.
No ads.
Yeah.
It's
What if it was
and-
all ads on
yeah.
Halo? But back to what I was saying is my new TV.
Oh right,
Yeah.
that's where we started.
Yeah, and that's where I'd like to go back, if that's okay with you. Yeah, no, I will hit you up about TVs and stuff like that because see, here's my. I was thinking about this in the shower.
Shower thoughts.
Somebody told me, and if this person hears this, it's not a big deal. I'm not griping on you. I'm not going to say who you are because I hear this all the time, and it's always the same thing. It's like, oh, you should have bought this at that place because it's cheaper there. Oh, you know that's better if you buy it at this place because it's for a better price there. Just about like anything. And then you're like, oh, shit, did I really fuck up and buy something really expensive that I could have bought for cheaper somewhere else? And you go to the other website, and it's like the same fucking price. You know what I'm talking about
Like
when people do
$20.
that?
Yeah, like $20 difference.
Not
or-
even that. It'll be like the same price. It'll be like exactly the same price. And it's like, you guys do understand that there's never really like a time where something's like a shit ton cheaper on Walmart versus Target. Like, no, they're all pretty in tune with keeping everything balanced out.
Right.
So I had somebody tell me, well, look at this place to buy a TV instead. I'm like, well, I'm getting Best Buy gift cards, so what do you want me to do here? So we can compare places and you can tell me where. Because my thing is like I only have like $100 and something in Best Buy gift cards, so like I could use that to buy something else and then buy a TV because that's not going to cover. That'll cover like I'm gonna get a wall mount for the TV.
Okay.
Like one of those ones that you can like turn up and down and
Yeah.
side to side. So I gotta like buy that at Best Buy and then get a TV somewhere else.
So you can watch it. You can bring it all the way down and watch
Yeah.
it on your couch, like a
Yeah, like
tablet.
I want a jib. I
Like-
want a jib mount. It'll just. I'll just like. It just moves like super fluidly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like a 60-inch screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And make it touchscreen.
And I don't know what size TV I want. So that one's a 32. Because I was looking at a 43, and then I was like, oh, that one's a 32. I'm like, damn, I might need like a 50 or a 60. But I think
Yeah.
a 60's too big.
Yeah.
So maybe a 50?
I had to ask.
I'll have to get my measurement tools out. Sorry, I got a call. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to help me out with that too. I want a 4K TV. I do want that.
Point
No.
blank.
No questions asked. 4K TV. I would like to get a Samsung because that one's a Samsung and I do like it.
Samsung is the best displays there, like a display maker.
And like relatively like pretty inexpensive TVs.
Yeah.
Like Sony. Like I mean,
Sony's are so expensive.
Sony expensive.
Yeah.
No, really though, because I was like, oh, maybe a Sony, and then like cheapest one was like $1,500, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm looking to spend like $500.
Yeah, I was
At
thinking,
most $500 on
Really?
a TV. Yeah,
'cause,
that's
like,
really, and there was a Samsung 4K 50 or 52, whatever it was, I can't remember. That was like under $500. So I would love to spend under 500.
Yeah.
But whatever.
keep playing around with some keep playing around with some like filters on Best Buy.
Yeah, or like I said, anywhere.
Yeah.
I can use the gift cards for something else on Best Buy too if there's a better deal somewhere else.
Get a speaker.
I thought about that, maybe a sound boy, or like just get surround sound. No, that'd be so pointless.
And also it's a pain in the ass to set up.
Yes, yeah. My brother just got a sound bar for Christmas.
Sound
But I
bars are
feel
really
like-
nice.
Yeah, but like, I just know so many people, and usually they're older people who don't know technology that well, and it always just seems like such a pain in the ass because you got to turn on the TV and turn on the sound bar. But I know, see, it depends though, because I feel like technology's at the point where you can turn on them both at the same time.
Yeah, that's how it works for our TV.
I hope so, because like I would never, I don't know, something about a sound bar is great, but I hate
think
it.
I think it's the cheaper ones where they have to turn it on by hand.
Yeah, because
'Cause
I mean,
I'm
but my
pretty sure it's
grandparents have a Bose one, but again, they're my grandparents, and older people set it up for them too. So, yeah,
Boneless. They make it a boneless TV.
boneless thugs in harmony.
Uh-huh.
What is all this stuff here? What am I looking at?
Ballsack.
Oh, Jesus, my thing was all weird. Yeah, so we got New Year's Eve coming up.
You're not doing anything on New Year's Eve, right? I didn't think so.
Certainly not. Gavin and I have to work the next day, but Gavin has plans.
I made them a long time ago.
Gavin has plans that don't have to do with
I'm
me.
sorry.
Gavin's plans don't have anything to do with me this year.
Do you want to come hang out?
With theater kids? Nah,
Yeah. Okay.
not for real.
See. Snap back to reality,
It's
bitch.
it's the invite that counts. Yeah, I literally don't know what I'm gonna do for New Year's. I have Zippo, Rippo, Clippo plans. Probably work that day, and then in the night just hang out by myself. And do literally not shit. Gavin, what are you gonna do for your 5-day quarantine? Forgot to tell you I have COVID, so you're gonna have to
Yeah,
have to
cool.
quarantine for 5 days after you test positive.
we're gonna go hang out with NBA players
Yeah.
because they're also in quarantine. So people
course.
in quarantine can hang out with other people in quarantine. That's how
Only
that
for
works.
5 days.
Only for 5 days, but then they can do it. No, I think some stipulations with that are that you had to be asymptomatic and vaccinated to be 5 days.
You sure about that? I didn't hear that. I read up that it sounded to me like anybody could do the 5-day quarantine. It was so after you test positive, from that point on, 5 days total. And I didn't hear anything about specific to that, but I did hear specific to that what was it? It was something with you if you have the booster. Shoot, what was it? It was something like if you have the booster, then you don't have to do something. Oh, it was for 5. So it was something like if you had the booster, you would have to wear a mask for 5 days after.
But do not need a quarantine. I'm reading the CDC website.
Read it to me.
Given what we currently know about COVID-19 and the Omicron variant, CDC is shortening the recommended time for isolation from 10 days for people with COVID-19 to 5 days if asymptomatic, followed by 5 days of wearing a mask when around others. The change is motivated by science demonstrating that the majority of SARS-CoV-2 transmission occurs early in the course of illness, generally in the 1 to 2 days prior to onset of symptoms and the 2 to 3 days after. Therefore, people who test positive should isolate for 5 days, and if asymptomatic at that time, they may leave isolation if they can continue to mask for 5 days to minimize the risk of infecting others. Additionally, the CDC is updating the recommended quarantine for period for those exposed to COVID-19. For people who are unvaccinated or are more than 6 months out from their second mRNA dose or more than 2 months after the J&J vaccine and not yet boosted, CDC now recommends quarantine for 5 days followed by strict mask use for an additional 5 days. Alternatively, if a 5-day quarantine is not feasible, it is imperative that an exposed person wear a well-fitting mask at all times when around others for 10 days after exposure. Individuals
Wait. Okay, sorry. Go on.
Individuals who have received their booster shot do not need to quarantine following an exposure, but should wear a mask for 10 days after the exposure. For all those exposed, best practice would also include a test for SARS-CoV-2 at day 5 after exposure. If symptoms occur, individuals should immediately quarantine until a negative test confirms symptoms are not attributable to COVID-19.
Did you just read that if you can't quarantine, you have to wear a mask if you're boosted? What did that say? Am I hearing that wrong?
Alternatively, if a 5-day quarantine is not feasible, it is imperative, which is just saying like it's very important, that an exposed person wear a well-fitting mask at all times around others for 10 days after exposure.
So not if you test positive, but if you've been exposed. Boy, that's a real gray area there. Jesus Christ. I don't want to get too much into this, but like I was saying to you, what a fucking joke this all is.
Well, you sent me something from Hassan Piker.
Mm-hmm. Which was really interesting.
And I told you that that's what happened.
It was the Delta guy was saying something like, well, let me read what it said because it's so interesting. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so the guy from Delta, the CEO of Delta, asked the CDC to cut quarantine time for breakthrough COVID cases. And then shortly after, CDC shortens recommended COVID-19 isolation and quarantine time. And this is what I was saying to Gavin. And I was just like, let's see, here we go.
Your theory. Working theory.
First of all, let me just say something real quick that I was thinking about. I don't like to get super political. I don't feel like I'm a very political person, but I will get political or semi-political or whatever you want to call it when it has to do with something that's like I'm passionate about, and it has to do with like something that just is like an essential like for our health and stuff like that. And I don't think that I since the beginning of the pandemic, I have not felt like this should be a political issue at all. But of course, as always, it turns into that. So when I speak about it, it sounds like I'm being political, but really it's just a fucking thing that we should be doing. Like, you keep looking at something and it's scaring me.
No, it's this.
What? Don't talk about it. it's just like it shouldn't be a political issue. It should just be. Now you got me looking at it.
I know.
It should just be. It should have just. I don't know. It just should have not been such a big deal, and we should have gotten through it and not all been together for it. And whatever. Fuck it. So this just makes me so mad because it's just such a fucking joke that like our government is so cowardly that we're just so money hungry that we'll bow to anybody, and our government agencies, the CDC, will bow to anybody for this. And it just makes it makes me so distraught because like we've been trying so hard to get people vaccinated, to put a stop to this, to keep people healthy. But then when one thing, and I'm sure this isn't the only guy who said, hey, can you cut the quarantine? Because you brought up NBA players, you brought up, well, sports in general, all of that shit. And all of these people are probably like, hey, like, could you cut the quarantine a little bit? And it's just such a joke because it's like we've been trying so hard to do what we can for this. And then like, and now it just like doesn't even matter. Right. And it's like nobody's going to get vaccinated anymore. Like, what's the fucking point? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was.
It just feels like such a joke now.
There was a Fox News pundit that said, like, you know, what's the point of being vaccinated now at this point? And it does seem like that, but
I mean,
you do get less symptoms and everything like that if you are vaccinated. So
I still believe wholeheartedly that there's 100%. Everybody listening, there's 100% a reason you should get vaccinated.
Yeah.
To keep, if not for yourself, to keep other people healthy. That is the main point of it. That is the selfish fucking reason that nobody gets vaccinated, is because they're only thinking about themselves. So I there absolutely is, but this is just adding to the list of reasons why people won't get vaccinated, and this shit show is going to go nowhere, and it's going to, like my theory is, and my hope is at this point, and this is such a sad thing to say, but I hope that everybody who's unvaccinated gets COVID from this new Omicron variant, because it's not that lethal, it's not that deadly, hospitalizations aren't going up, but the rate of transmission has gone up a lot. So that's why everybody is getting it right now. So I hope everybody gets it who's unvaccinated, and we just get some herd immunity from all those people who are unvaccinated and from the people who are. And then we just go on where every single year you get a fucking COVID vaccine shot like the flu shot if you want to. That's my hope.
There's also a working, like unironically a working theory that the Omicron variant will do exactly that, where it'll be like the Spanish flu, where they had multiple variants, and the one that was the less deadly one but more spreadable was the one that they started vaccinating against more.
Oh,
you know, it was like, oh, you know, this is the one we need to be looking out for. You know, it would be like this will become the dominant, Omicron will become the dominant variant, and it should stay that way.
Yeah,
because
I mean, it's like the flu.
Yeah.
And that's how the flu is like, in case you didn't know, they change the flu shot pretty much every year because they just go based off statistically what from the year before, which variant of the flu is the worst. And that's why if you get the flu, it's going to suck. It's going to suck pretty bad, probably just as much as COVID, and or less, or whatever.
You can't just like get one flu shot and be protected for the rest of your life.
You got to keep getting them.
Like tetanus or something.
And that's how it'll be with COVID. And I think they need to stop with these fucking buzzwords like booster shot and your third shot and all of this, and just call it the fucking this year's vaccine or this month's vaccine. Like, go get it if you want to be protected.
That's not a bad idea at all.
I just hate these fucking buzzwords because it's just like, we're thinking about a fourth shot. It's just like, fuck off. You're thinking about another shot to help with this new variant or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you see all these words and people are like, oh my God, 4 shots now? Holy shit. How many more we got to get?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Some
it's just
people
like
have
it
had
just
like
gets so
6 flu
stupid.
shots. You know,
yeah,
it's like statistics.
I get I've been getting my flu shot every year since I was, I mean, forever. Literally every single, because my mom has been so like, you got to get your flu shot.
Yeah, well,
like for real.
It's a good thing to have, and it's good for her because like being around kids all day.
Seriously. But like
nasty little fuckers.
You nasty little shits. But you can die from the flu, you know?
Yeah.
Anybody can, you know, just
and
like anything, and just like COVID.
It's shitty just because everything has happened so fast, and I don't mean to get up on my high horse where I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
as a scientist, but like literally like this is what I'm studying right now.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
but it's literally like, this we don't know, and we don't know a lot about a lot of things, and that's what you do is you just change your outlook on it. You change your hypothesis, and then you change your test, and then you change and you take results, and then you make a conclusion, and then change based off your conclusion
Yeah.
for your next experiment. And I'm not saying that this is an experiment per se, but that's
Yeah.
really what it obviously it feels like it, but that's
I
just
mean,
how
it
science
is
works.
because things are
It's-
different now.
You
We've
ask
never,
a testable question and you
Yeah.
do a hypothesis.
we haven't gone through a pandemic since 1918.
Yeah.
Things are way different now.
Yeah.
So no, and what I wanted to say, piggybacking off of that, is like, obviously all this is an experiment. Obviously, like, you can't be in the mindset of like one thing is this way and it can never change. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because then you get into bigotry that way, you
Yeah.
know, with stuff, and that's why people are still fucking racist to this
Right.
day, is because they get set in that old mindset. So I want to make sure that I'm expressing that, like, I feel passionately about this new decision, but also like I do understand that they're just seeing what happens and finding new information out. I just feel like this one just seems like such a like, whatever. Sure.
I
You
think-
know what I mean? It's just like we're just slowly
was-
giving up.
That was where I think it was like in August or July where they were like, you don't need to wear a mask anymore.
Yeah.
Like whenever they were like
They were
that.
just trying that out.
Yeah, it
for
was
fun.
like, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Like literally, we were on a great we were literally
Right.
on like a great trajectory.
And honestly, like,
I
when-
thought that was a stupid decision.
when that happened back in like whatever, I can't remember what it was, May
Yeah.
or June or something, when like there was like they hit the quota for what they wanted for vaccinated people. And that was like, okay, like we're at a good point. Let's go ahead and try opening it back up where like you don't have to wear a mask, you don't have to inside, outside, whatever. And at that point I was like, no, this makes sense because we're at a certain point. I felt like it made sense to me. Like I didn't feel mad about it. I was like, okay, cool. Like this feels good. This is nice. And then like cases started going back up and some people didn't take their, didn't reinstate a mask mandate and yada, yada, yada. And so I personally didn't feel that way whenever they did that. So, but it is definitely like contributable or like comparable to this now where it's like, they're just trying shit out at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
somebody made a comment
and-
and said like the CDC's just freestyling at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
the-
pretty much.
that's the thing that sucks is that they also want to make sure that people are following the quarantine because,
Yeah.
I remember it. I remember when it was 14 days.
Back in my day, it was
back in my
14
day, it was 14
Well, me
days.
too. I thought it was 14 days up until somebody I know who's close to me had COVID and was like, this actually kind of scared me. It was a while ago now, so we're good. So don't freak out whenever I say this. But they came over here and were like, "Oh yeah, I just had COVID." And I was like, "Oh shit! Like I didn't even know that. How are you feeling now?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm feeling fine." They're like, "But like the CDC changed it where it's only 10 days instead of 14." So he's like, "Actually, it's my 14th day today." And I was like, I didn't even know they had changed it at that point. This is like a couple weeks ago. And so I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
First of all, didn't know that. Second of all, thank you for coming over on your 14th day of whatever. And it obviously doesn't matter, but like because now it's fucking 5 days, so who fucking even cares anymore? But yeah, I didn't even know until that point. And so like now it's a huge change to go to 5.
Right.
I mean,
It feels like a jump.
well,
And
from
it-
10 to 5, that's a massive jump.
And I think it also might just have to do with like the, like we had a small conversation about, but just I really hate saying just the general economy, but like they want people to be working and they want more
Yeah.
people to work, and if you're not working, then you should
yeah,
if you're sick, then you can't work, and
Yeah.
they want to make sure it's like, okay, you're only missing a week, not like a week and 2 days or a week and 3 days, or they don't want to make it feel like a vacation for you because you're not getting paid.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is like, on one hand, I would like to keep the economy up and I would like to keep people working. That's great. Obviously, we have options for people to work at home
Right.
when they're sick, but you should give them time if they are feeling really sick
Yeah.
to not work. But people can work from home. Besides the point. But that's just so sad that it's like,
What if I work in a restaurant and you want
Yeah.
me to wash dishes at home, fucker?
why are we so stuck in this like old timey thing where we're like, we need to keep people in their job and keep it working to keep things going? It's like, okay, buddy. Why
They're
is the
sick.
CDC who wanted to do this fucking huge shutdown and did a huge shutdown and then didn't do it and then wanted to do it again and they were so gung ho about that and now they're like, yeah, we need to keep it working. That's probably the only way we're gonna keep people healthy is if we keep them working. And they just bow. Now they're just bowing to whatever.
Yeah.
Just like they just don't fucking care.
I mean, they can't. They
or
can't
whatever.
really do anything.
Who even knows what
And
they're
it's
thinking?
not even. They're not even under like any direct directive from somebody. They're just. They're part of the government. They're funded by
Yeah.
the government. That's really it.
Yeah. No. And exactly. And like I think a lot of people. It's another thing I think I heard. I don't want to sound like a huge Hassan Piker stan or whatever. But like one thing he did say a little while ago that I held on to is like, because he's like, well, people always come up to me and they're like, you're so anti-government and, against the government with all this, but then like you listen to the CDC and stuff like that. And he's like, well, it's different. He's like, of course I'm against the government and the government does a lot of fucked up things, but like sometimes they do things right. And, in this case, we do need some sort of guidance for this. And they're the people we should listen to, And now it's just like, all right, cool. Now you guys are just part of the machine. And, it's just like, what are we even doing here at this point with all this shit? The one thing that might
Shout
have
out
been
to
a
the
good
Kellogg's.
point. Shout out to
to Kellogg's.
CDC. Shout out to Delta Airlines
Yeah. Shout out to the Kellogg's employees who were striking.
and
who were striking.
shout out to the
Corn Pops.
no the Robux and the I don't know, whatever. I was trying to make a joke and it didn't go anywhere. Shout out to the unions.
You must be hungry, buddy.
I'm
You're
hungry.
hungry.
I'm hungry. Yeah, I don't know. It just sucks and it's just a weird thing and
How it feels to chew
felt like a Mario Kart when you get the star and you start going faster.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
It's I was gonna
I get it.
I was trying to say one more thing and then I was gonna fuck off about it.
It's okay.
No, I have it. Hold on. It was something CDC masks. Shit. Oh, the other thing they did literally just right after that people are like really up in arms about, and it's just adds to the funniness of all of this is that they tweeted something like hospital stays are really expensive. So if you want to choose the cheaper route and not be in the hospital, get the vaccine. And people are like, that's insane that a government thing is trying to persuade you by telling you how expensive hospital stays are for you to get the vaccine. Like,
Well, yeah.
that's just ridiculous. And I'm like, yep. There's another just like fucking dumb thing that they're trying to bribe you with being like, hospital stays are really expensive,
The vaccine's free, but hospital's expensive.
And it's like, don't you think that maybe
That's more-
hospitals should be cheap too? Why don't we try that out? And it's just also dumb. Everything's so dumb right
Hey,
now.
but I'm glad that the $785 billion defense bill got passed.
Thank God. I am too, dude. I've been really worried. I've been up all night thinking about that defense bill.
I was wondering if they were ever going to pass that because I was like, where are my tax dollars going? Like,
I
how do I know that they're going to something worthwhile? And I'm like, and then I see that they have, they brought out like a new, F-35 jet onto a aircraft carrier. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I don't care about streetlights or public safety.
Or potholes or
No, I just care about fighter jets and the Blue Angels
and government contractors.
and government condoms.
Yeah.
This is about the time where you should play the Russian music.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There it is. Marching really fast.
Yeah.
Gavin, what the fuck are you listening to so we can get out of here and go to Buffalo Wild Wings? In case you guys didn't know, we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner tonight. Come join us if you want.
Let us.
Oh, one quick thing I wanted to say while you finger that out.
Actually, I got it.
No, but I want to say this real quick. It's very important.
Yeah, no, it's
It's really important to me. I forgot about it completely, but my 10-year anniversary of being on YouTube was back in November.
Wow.
I know. Not on Drib, but just in general. I made my first video,
What's the title?
fingerboarding video. It's not up anymore.
Oh.
In like the middle of November of 2011. And I've been making videos ever since, so I just wanted to bring that up because I completely forgot about it.
Why is that still making a sound?
I don't know. I didn't go kitten. So I've been on YouTube. I've been editing for 10 years now. Isn't that crazy? That's when I started editing. That was the first video I ever edited. I've been making videos for longer, but that was when I started editing videos. So I just wanted to bring
I'll
that
have
up.
been on
Not to
YouTube for 12 years in January.
Oh yeah, you still make videos, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, dude. Gavin's an editing queen. Well, congrats, dude. We'll get to that when we get there.
January
okay?
3rd, 2011. That was when I joined.
Oh, okay. It's around the same time.
Yeah.
But you haven't been.
I did post videos then, though.
Have you since?
One last year.
What was it?
Me explaining iOS 10 or something like that.
Didn't watch it.
I didn't think so.
Don't even care.
Well, this week I'm listening to "Can I Call You Tonight" by Dayglow. And the reason is because I have heard it fucking everywhere.
Okay. Oh, I'm
So
thinking of a
can I
different band.
call you tonight?
I'm sure I've heard it. I'm sure I've heard it. You don't gotta play it.
Okay. I heard it while I was getting my hair cut last week. I heard it at Dillard's in the mall.
Dillard's guy over here.
I heard it on the radio, just randomly, and I have it in my playlists.
Huh.
I've had it on my playlist for a while. I'm not gonna brag,
Oh.
but it's been playing everywhere. And big shout out to Dayglow. I think it's just one guy, pretty sure, and he posts videos on his YouTube channel of like how I
long's he
made
been
this.
on YouTube? Let's ask him. We don't really need to figure that out. Video shut off. I'm not turning it back on. So if you're a video watcher, go fuck yourself, huh?
He joined in September of 2017.
Really glad we figured that out. I've been on YouTube longer than him.
Think about it.
He can kind
And
of.
he's
He
got-
can kind of go fuck himself.
He's got 474,000 subscribers.
Don't
so,
care. 750, baby. Started Drib in 2013.
Yeah,
Still
I know.
been on longer.
Okay, yeah. But it's got 80 million views on.
Jesus Christ.
It's 3 years old, which is nuts, but it's really good. Enjoy it.
Cool. What is it, like ambient, electronic, pop, electronic,
No, it's like
electro pop,
indie pop,
indie pop,
indie bop.
indie bop. So it's a Apple
I'll play it in the
commercial.
car. I'll play it in the car.
I'll play it in the car.
Oh,
I
you
am
know what?
also-
Well, actually, we gotta drive separately.
That's true.
Gotta drive our separate ways.
Yeah, since you're DUI,
I'm DDing.
you're DD, you're DD make a doo doo.
What are you listening to this week, Carson?
I am also just recommending a song. I was gonna recommend this album, but I haven't
Yeah.
listened to it enough to
Sorry, hold
give
on.
my full disclosure on it. So I'm gonna pick my favorite song off of it that I've literally been listening to on repeat for like the past month. And I brought up this band before. It's a band called Botch. Late 90s, early 2000s.
Hum.
No, not Hum. I brought them up before too.
Botch.
Botch is like
Bocce
a
ball?
hard, more metalcore band. Kind of like the first like metalcore band that really like started like that kind of like emo metalcore early 2000s
Led Zeppelin.
music. Not even a little. And Botch doesn't get enough credit, and I'd never heard of them until like a YouTuber I watched brought them up, and then like they've literally become like one of my favorite bands. And I brought them up before, like I said, and this song is off of their 2002 EP, An Anthology of Dead Ends. And I don't
Hey,
know,
pee-pee
like I
poo-poo.
said, I haven't listened to this album enough or know much about this album to recommend the album fully. But there's 6 songs on the album, and all of them are the names of countries, but they put an M in it. So there's Spain, Japan, France, Vietnam, Afghanistan, and then the song I'm recommending is the last song on the album, Nicaragua.
All right.
And I don't know why they did that, but I think it's so funny that they did that. And Nicaragua is such a fucking crazy heavy song. It's super simple, but I love just like super simple, like really heavy building songs. And so that's the song I'm recommending. Nicaragua by Botch from 2002. Go give it a
How do
listen.
you spell that? B-O-T-C-H?
B-I-T-C-H, bitch.
Isn't it weird to hear it now at normal speed? Isn't this weird?
Yeah. That's weird. I think you might need to check your iPad and see why it's speeding everything up, dude.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure that
You
out.
need to check the tape. I think the tape might be wound a little tight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to open it up.
Yeah, let's crack
Open
it
it
open.
up, see what's happening inside.
Here, I'll let me crack it open real quick. Oh, there's your problem.
Easy.
Easy. Well, guys, Gavin, wrap this up for me, huh? Put a bow on this.
Well, guys, thanks for listening to the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Camera's off.
Well, guys, thanks for listening to the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, look at that.
Followed by whatever you listen to next. I hope that you are having fun listening while you're doing something else, because that's what a lot of people told me that's what they do.
Yeah, hey, go do something else.
Goodbye, bye.